students and faculty, staff, sorry. I get it confused. Matt, do you want to introduce yourself first?
Sure. Good morning, evening, whatever it is where you're at. My name is Matt Keaton. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Enrollment for the London College of Business.
Vedant.
My name is Vedant Soni, and I'm an international student from India, and I study at the London College of Business.
My name is Mei Din. I am a second year in London College of Business studying business analytics and marketing.
Great, thank you all for being here.
Thanks.
It's really helpful to get that student experience for sure.
Yeah.
So, the College of Business is a very popular one with international students, and so obviously we have a lot that are getting enrolled. Can you talk a little bit more about like the application process and what it means to come into the College of Business?
Yeah, sure. So you apply through the Common App, just like you do for most of the programs here at the University of Cincinnati. So that's kind of the main way that you get your application in. The nice thing about UC, and specifically the College of Business, is that we are direct admit, which means that once you're in, you're in. You are starting those business classes on day one. There are some schools where you are taking a lot of your general education courses during the first 2 years, and then you apply to get into business starting with your junior year or so, but with us, you're starting that from day one.
Okay, and are you still accepting applications?
Yes, up until March 1st. For fall 2020, our programs are still open until the March 1st deadline.
Okay. And do you also enroll, some programs close for, they just accept for fall, but do you also do spring and summer admissions as well?
Yeah, and those are on a rolling basis.
Okay, awesome. So can you guys talk a little bit more about the programs that you're in and why you chose to be in those programs?
Oh, okay. So I'm in business analytics and marketing. I just really like data, and I also like people. That's why I think data and business analytics and marketing would be a good combination. And I have always had so much fun studying like classes, like especially in those majors in the College of Business. I love the program, and I think it's like really hands-on and like both hands-on, like while you get academic knowledge, because the professors have both research and industry knowledge. I think that's really great.
So for me, I chose actually finance. So I really like the concept of money going in and out, and the economy, the world economy in general, the U.S. economy, any single economy, how it functions, and I like the really concept of that. I also like personal finance and portfolio management. Sounds really cool to me, so I chose finance as my major, and I also have a minor in legal studies. That's for the law thing. I want to be in law school, so it's for that.
So you're going to transition into a master's in law eventually? Or
Yeah, so it's gonna be like a JD. So that's what we call it in US. It's a JD. It's kind of an LLB. Generally people, yeah, it's the same thing. You get an undergrad degree, and then you go to take your JD, and that JD is kind of the LLB, and then you take your LLM if you want to. But JD is something that gets you into the bar, which is the law organization.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though the College of Business is preparing you for that next step?
Yeah, I think so, because I actually am like interested in the crossover of business and law. So I think LCB is doing really good at the business side of it, and I'm actually enrolled in the Arts and Sciences College with my certificate. So that kind of leads me into the law thing, and I'm also taking a few arts classes now and then to finish my certificate course. So I think I'm being prepared well, I guess.
Yeah. And do you think that there's good resources that you have at the College of Business?
Yes, absolutely. So it's really important to stress that we have a career service in-house. So they have so the career service coaches have helped me so much in professional development. So they helped me find like co-op and internships, helped me perfect my resume, my interview skills. So I think I really love that. Also, we have an international and a study abroad office in London College of Business, so that I think there are like so many opportunities for you to go out there and challenge yourself and explore the world. And London College of Business have the resources to help you fulfill that.
elaborating about the study abroad experiences that students can opt into?
Yeah, sure. So there's a lot of flexibility with those. Some students know that they want to go to France and study French for a whole year. Other students are just looking to get some study abroad experience, and so maybe they want to go to Costa Rica for a week over spring break or things like that. There's a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different trips that are open to our students. But yeah, we believe wholeheartedly in study abroad. So we brought some of those advisors in-house exclusively for our Linder College of Business students to have those conversations to figure out where do you want to go and how is that going to fit into your academic plan, your career plan, and also help find scholarship opportunities for students to either cover or subsidize the cost of those trips as well.
And those are a part of our experience-based learning options?
Yeah, they're just one of the many different ways that students get involved outside the classroom.
Great. And in terms of our other experience-based learning options, there are optional co-ops that students can do in the College of Business. Can you maybe talk about some businesses that they usually will go with, or how that works for them?
Yeah, sure. So it varies by student to student. Co-op is not mandatory with the College of Business, though it is strongly encouraged naturally. Some students come in and they just want to focus on their academics, and that's okay, but a lot of our students choose to engage in at least one or two co-op opportunities while they're here. Just because it's a great opportunity for them to apply what they're learning inside the classroom, outside the classroom. Our students work all over. We have a lot of Fortune 500 companies here in the city of Cincinnati, so a lot of students choose to stay local with their co-ops, but some students use it as an excuse to travel too. One of our students just got back from a trip working for Comedy Central in New York City with the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, which is pretty cool. We do have some students that do their co-ops abroad as well. And so there's a lot of different ways to get involved with that.
And you came back from a co-op recently, right?
Yeah, I came back from Delta Airlines co-op in
Delta.
summer. Yeah,
That's
so
great.
an excuse to travel too.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be with Kellogg's company this summer.
Where is Kellogg?
So I'll be working in Arkansas with their Walmart account, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the typical jobs that you have done in those roles?
So my co-op at Delta is called the sales co-op, but it also involves a lot of analytics works. So I analyze a lot of data to generate insights for the sales team of Delta Cargo across North America and Latin America.
Wow. Did you feel like you got compensated well?
Yeah, sure. So it's important to note that a lot of internships and co-ops, you get paid, and that I think helps a lot with paying for tuition and living costs during the year as well. So I think it's a great experience. You get the experience and you get paid.
Yeah, it's a good resume booster, but also does help you with tuition costs. Speaking of tuition, does the College of Business have any scholarship opportunities for students?
Yeah, so specifically for international students, the way that we offer scholarships is through our honors program. So we have some exclusive honors programs for the Linder College of Business students, Linder Honors Plus, the College of Business Scholars, as well as Circle of Excellence. And so those are reviewed. There's no separate application for those. Those come, we look at students based off of their common application to UC, to the College of Business, and we review students holistically for those, just as we do for admission. And then afterwards, we offer interviews for some students. So domestic students have the opportunity to come and interview on campus with us, but for international students, we work with them to offer Skype or phone interviews or whatnot as well.
And what is it that you might look for or prefer in an applicant?
Sure, yeah. So when I say we review holistically, that means that we look at your test score, we look at your GPA, but we know that you're more than those two numbers, right? And so we want to see high school involvement, leadership experience, your essay matters as well. And we don't only look at your overall test score, but some of those individual test scores that make that up. We don't only look at your GPA, but we look at what courses you took, what was the course rigor, did you challenge yourself with honors courses or things like that, what were your grade trends, did your grades get better or worse throughout high school, things like that.
Great. And of course, the College of Business has a new building. Could you guys speak to having classes there and what is it like on campus?
Yeah, it's really good. It's the latest building. It's a really good construction. It's really fancy actually. There's a beautiful staircase, and it's all in all in general. It has really modern technology. There are speakers. There are microphones things to speak on because you don't want to shout in a hall. It's really good. Even if you get a seat at the back, it doesn't feel like you're sitting at the back. It's really like well compensated. And then there's an accounting lab. A thing like accounting, why would it have lab? You would think, but no. If you want help with your homework or anything, it would really help you. So there are things like accounting lab, and there are offices all over the place. My advisor has an office there, so it's really helpful because all of my business classes just are in the new college. So I just go home and come back to the same college. There's no anywhere else.
I can build upon that. So I think the new College of Business, the new building is really amazing. It's like it also I learned that it's also meaningful in the way that it acts as a gateway for Lincoln College of Business students and faculty and staff with the business community in Cincinnati. So that is a great place where I know like a lot of like there's like the CMO podcast that was filmed in Lindner, and like a lot of like guest speakers of the Fortune 500 and also like CEOs and founders of startups in Cincinnati that come to Lindner to speak to the students. And also like there's a lot of space for teamwork and cooperation and innovation in Lindner College of Business new building. So I'm really proud of Lindner College of Business.
Yeah, there's a lot of space for students to collaborate, as Mia was saying, but it's also a great space for companies in building those partnerships. So we bring companies on campus. We have 12 interview rooms in the new College of Business where students can interview for co-op opportunities and whatnot, which is great because that way you're not dealing with having to drive to the company, be somewhere you're not familiar with, deal with parking and all that kind of stuff. You can be in your own backyard and more comfortable and more authentic in those interviews too. Also, we've got a Johnson Investment Lab, Investment Council with Bloomberg terminals, which also has ticker tape going around with stock information and whatnot, which is a natural draw for our finance students. But it's great even for our students who aren't necessarily majoring in finance to learn and be familiar with those tools and that skill set, which is going to make them more competitive in the job market afterwards too.
Sure. And Matt, did you also go to UC?
I did not go to UC.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about your experience from your previous college to the students and what they're getting at UC?
Yeah, sure. I think UC is great. I think that it's a wonderful community. I think my favorite thing would probably be the location. So we're located in Clifton. That's a neighborhood of Cincinnati about 2 miles north of downtown. The thing I like about it is that if you're looking for that smaller kind of college town environment, you can still get that in Clifton while having access to the resources that a big city like Cincinnati can provide.
What do you guys think about the city of Cincinnati and living here?
Yeah, I really like Cincinnati, so I would say also my favorite places in the city are the parks where we have the view of the city, and also I really love the Cincinnati Art Museum. They have free events, like I think on the last Friday of every month, and I try to go there with my dad roommate.
With your roommate?
Yeah, with my roommate who's in the College of Design.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a roommate? Do you live on campus?
Oh, so I live off campus this year, but in my freshman year I lived on campus, and it was a great experience. I also had a meal plan, so like the proximity was what was great for a freshman, like a first year student who just came here and feel strange in that place, but that really made it feel like we're at home, we're safe and comfortable.
Yeah. Even though you live off campus, do you still feel like you have that safety?
Absolutely. I think it's a lot of fun also living with my friends, and it's just like a 5-minute walk to and from campus, so it's still safe, and it has like a lot of like restaurants in that area, so it's a fun place to hang out.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ethnicities and all these different kinds of foods that you can find really like close to campus, so that's what I love about it as well. How about you, Vedant? How do you like your living situation?
Well, I live on campus, so I live in the University Park Apartments. It's like a proper apartment, full kitchen, full furnished, living area, bedrooms are separate. But I kind of have, for some reason, I don't get a roommate anytime, so I live alone in the whole apartment. And so that's my condition right now. It's really good, it's really safe, it's obviously pretty close to campus. It's on the main Calhoun Street, which also has a lot of restaurants and fun places to be. And about safety, it's like super safe. You see, even though it's like a relatively small campus compared to like a very huge landscape campuses, also even though UC has one of the biggest police forces, uh, so yeah, it's pretty safe. Nothing to worry about. Never had any difficulties. None of my friends ever had that. So it's pretty safe.
Great, that's good to hear. I actually also went to UC as an undergrad, so I can attest to it being safe and being a great place to live, on or off campus. And we have shuttles that are free that go around campus as well, and a pretty good bus system to go downtown. So do you guys have any co-ops or anything planned that you will have to go transition downtown for? Are you going to have that soon put on?
I don't think so. No, I have applied for co-ops, but they don't really have. They haven't given any responses yet. It takes time, I guess, because the due dates are about in the end of March. So yeah, I don't really know yet. But I do go to downtown frequently because of the restaurants. There are a lot of things going on in downtown. There was the Midwest Hamaka. It's a festival. It's like a dance festival. There was an after party, so we went there. There's an ice skating ring in downtown, which is closed now, but it was there. So that was fun.
Ice skating rink in like the middle of downtown.
In the middle of downtown, yeah.
Yeah.
And near the Fifth Third building. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I do go to downtown, but not that frequently. And I use the shuttle most of the time.
Well, great. Do you feel as though there's anything we missed, Matt? Anything that students need to know in order to apply?
I feel like we've covered a lot of the bases, honestly. I feel like it's been pretty thorough.
Okay, great. And of course, you can always email us, correct? If they have any questions, you can always email International Admissions. We are international.admissions@uc.edu. We'd be happy to answer your questions or forward you along to the appropriate people if you have questions for them as well. So thank you for joining us. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Bye. Have a great day or night.